Hello, everybody. I'm going to review with you the drill press. And what you see on your screen is a camera of me and of the standard drill press that you have inside almost every single lab. All right, so I'm going to go over some of the parts. There's going to be a few things that you need to have in order to review this. It'll be exactly what's on the exam. You need to have this handout. All right, and that is found on the Schoology post. Let's go over the parts. We have the belt guard up here. When you take a look at the belt guard, I'm just going to hide this. When you take a look at the belt guard itself has a series of spindles and one belt. And what we do is we change the height of this to adjust how fast this rotates. Slower speeds is going to be used for when you have thicker material, faster speeds for thinner material. Slower speeds for thicker material, faster speeds for thinner material. So that is your belt guard. All right, back here is your motor. Pretty easy. This is your table locking, and I'm going to demonstrate how that works. Hold on. Okay, on one side, you have a table lock over here. That is on the left. On the other side is the height adjustment. This is adjusting how high and low the table goes. So it's in essence, what we're going to do here is set the table height and put a drill bit in. All right, so let's start with the how to do the check. Sorry, hold on. All right, there we go. All right, so the chuck consists of something that rotates on top. While holding this, you can rotate this with your fingers if there's no drill bit in, and that's fine by me. And if you notice that as I rotate this, this has three fingers that get smaller and bigger as it goes in. Down and up. So what we're going to use is those three fingers to adjust how a drill bit goes in. So here's our drill bit. Most important part about the drill bit is from here. Come on, focus on me. There we go. Is from here to here. The drill bit has a section with all these things called flutes. So this is the drill bit. This is what the drill will hold onto the bit by. So we only put that much in. Some students take this and they push it all the way in, and that is incorrect. What we want to do is just kind of bring it down until it's just there. All right, so we're going to put this in and we're going to lock it. All I do is I rotate this until those three fingers come down like so. And then I take a chuck key, and it has all of these little gears right here with this part going into the hole. Not that one. There we go. So we put that in and we just turn it. And that tightens it in so it's nice and solid. So that is how we put a drill bit into a chuck. All right, next up, let's adjust the table height. All right, so this is my lock on the back. I'm going to loosen that. That allows this to move around freely, up and down, raise and lower. So whatever we're going to drill, we're going to place right on top, okay? And I'm going to make sure that I can actually put it underneath the drill bit. because if I put this down and I can't get whatever I'm drilling underneath the drill bit, then the table's too high. So when I'm putting this over, I'm also going to bring this down and make sure that the drill bit goes through the hole, in the table. If it goes through the hole in the table, then the table alignment is set. If I could fit whatever I'm drilling underneath, then the table height is set. And I'm ready, except I didn't lock it back. So once it's locked back, it prevents any sort of moving. There you go, I ain't moving, and I'm ready to go. A few safety precautions. I go through, I make sure I'm not wearing jewelry. My goggles are on, my sleeves are rolled up around my elbows, and I don't have anything dangling in front of me. I'm ready to do some work. I'm going to use my right hand on the drill press and my left hand to turn the machine on and off. All right, so I have right hand here, left hand here. I don't use my left hand to operate the machine at all. If I use the left hand to operate the machine, then my arm is in front of what I'm trying to drill. Turn the machine on, let the machine come to full speed, and then you're going to do a series of drills. You're going to go down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay, and now we have a hole drilled through it. And one quick thing about how to clamp an item. I'm going to make sure that if we need clamps, we have them ready to go. And we're going to be mostly using these things called quick grips, and they're fun to play with. You have a little trigger here that allows it to go and slide. When that trigger is no longer being used, it doesn't go in that direction. It does go in this direction. This just slowly closes up your quick grip. Now place that in, and note the position of the quick grip. Majority of the quick grip is below the table. Anybody that puts a quick grip on and then has it in this direction, all right, now what we see right here is the quick grip is now in the way. It's in the way of me maybe looking at what I'm trying to cut. If I have it on the wrong side, I can't rotate this properly. So we always position our quick grips and clamps so that whatever we're using to hold it is below the table, like so. Okay. The rest of this is easy. We have go back. All right, we have the column back here. Every drill press has a column. We have a base right here. This is your table. This is your chuck, which you already know. This is your power switch. All right, so those are all the parts. You'll have to fill those in on the test. If you flip the piece of paper over, we have a few things that I want to point out. It's pretty simple. These are just the general rules. The general rules of 1 through 3 are standard no matter what. All right, so we really don't need to worry too much about those because they just go over the standard practices of, how to properly use a tool or machine in the workplace, goggles and jewelry. All right, make sure, let's start with number 4. I did discuss clamping it, so that was what number 4 was. Number 5, select the proper drill for the task. That is going to be something that I take care of. I think that everybody is going to have the exact same hole anyway. Make sure that the switch is in the off position. Loosen the chuck, insert the drill bit, and tighten the chuck. Pretty simple. Number 7, secure your item to the table using a clamp, and make sure that should be added to that. Make sure the clamp is facing downward. The only item that should be on the table when you're using drill press is your piece of wood and the item you wish to drill, and any securing clamps. Number 9, you can skip. Number 10, make sure that the chuck key is removed before you turn on the drill press. 99% of the time, this guy is going to fall out anyway. but don't worry about it. These guys, um, if you leave them in there, I don't really think that that's a good idea. So just make sure it's not in. Select the correct drilling speed. All right, so for something like this thick, obviously slower is better. If it's something thinner like a tongue depressor, we would have been doing that for your drill prep for the bridges. Yeah, I would have done something a little bit differently, like a faster drill speed. When drilling deep holes, back to drill out several times to clear, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a good review there. When it's off, that's when you can clean everything up. That's number 13. If your drill bit gets stuck in the wood, all you have to do is shut it off. Nice and easy. If you encounter a problem, turn it off and notify the teacher. Okay? So with that, I think you're good.